All right, look at all this gear. We need to test some of this out. Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer Tech. We're going to do an unboxing on a digital wireless microphone system. Now, you may have seen something like this before by another brand of well-known microphones. This one is by Comica, and the difference with this one is that you get 2 transmitters to 1 receiver. I've never had a wireless microphone system before. Any of the old generation stuff was all FM. It would be highly susceptible to interference, and this is purely digital. What you get is a 2.4 gigahertz digital receiver, 2 transmitters. It has mono and stereoable switchable output modes so that you can have these be a left or a right channel. That'll be quite interesting. So let's get right into it. I'm curious to see how big they are. Okay, let's get this packaging open. Okay, the box is sleeves. Professional audio equipment. Nice. Is this a magnetic box? Ooh, it is a magnetic box. This is not a cheap product, guys, but the difference here is that you're getting 2 transmitters in 1 receiver. So you're actually getting 1 additional wireless microphone. So it makes the cost hopefully worth it if the quality is there. And there we go. Those are the 3 units. This is one of the transmitters. So it does have a mono microphone on the top, but also you have a line in so that you can put in a lav mic if you want. I believe these are all rechargeable batteries, so they recharge off of USB-C. These all have individual rechargeable batteries in them. And we have a mic button and a pair button. It's light. It's very light. Here's what one of the receivers looks like. Power button, M and S, I'm not sure what that means. A and B. And chargeable as well. Up at the top, a line out and a headphone out. Then you get an additional transmitter. So in the box you get a bunch of documentation. You get a SIM eject tool, which is actually the reset button, so that I guess if they crash, that's what you have, this reset button here. You can stick a pin in it. All the rest of the stuff in here will likely be the cables. Oh, we get a little wind muff. 2 of these little wind muffs, and this is designed so that if you go outside, you can just clip this to your shirt, but you wouldn't want to have that microphone fully exposed to the elements unless it's totally calm and you're in an inside environment. If you're outside, you're going to want to do something like this, which actually has a pretty nice design on it. This little square silicone rubber cube just kind of pops on over top of that, and then that is your wind muff. Silica gel. Garbage. Got a secondary wind muff and a bunch of cables. Let's take a look at what cables that you get. So this one is a TRRS to TRS. That's a $15 cable alone, usually, if you're buying this stuff all separately. Here we have a USB 2.0A to USB-C for charging. Now we're still recording this on the internal microphone on the Sony ZV-1, but I just want to see what is in this last box with the little reset tool. We get, oh, you get a lav as well? Holy crap. Value for money is there because you're also getting a lav mic standalone if you want it to. This is just a standard lav mic, which is probably pretty good quality in itself. TRS lav mic by Comica. Do you get 2 of those? Yes, you do. So this kit, you're actually getting 4 microphones. You're getting 2 wireless microphones, 2 wired microphones. Now you can hook up this lav mic to the wireless transmitter if you want, but this has a microphone built into it. If you don't decide that you want this look, then you can hook up this. You can hide this in your pocket or away, and you can just run a standard lav mic, but you're still transmitting wirelessly, digitally from this little device. Super cool. Okay, now we've got everything unboxed. Now it's time to power it up and test it out and see how it runs. All right, look at all this gear. We need to test some of this out. The lav mics will be separate. I just wanted to show you powering up one of the transmitters. So you just press and hold the power button. It's a color screen. I did not realize that. That's pretty cool. And it's immediately trying to transmit. As you can see, it's picking up the microphone. And this one is on A channel, it says. So that's how this works. It immediately starts trying to transmit to A channel. This would be channel 1. And I need to set up the receiver and then we'll test it out. Since it is digital, it is going to have really good quality, but there might be some digital latency. So it says it's low latency, less than 20 milliseconds, and it has a 50-meter range. Let me get this connected to this camera and then we'll see what the audio quality is like. Everything you've heard up until now has been the internal capsule microphone on the Sony ZV-1. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of, ooh, it's really hot mic. Okay, so here's the default setup. I'm peaking, but it's at a plus 6 dB gain out of the box. I'm gonna have to dial that down. So it's set up for mono, A channel, and I'm peaking according to the camera, but I'm only at a low volume according to the Comica. So let me dial channel A down. Well, it's switching it between stereo and mono. Okay, so you have to cycle through, started at 6. Now we have a 0 dB gain on channel A, and this is a little bit more appropriate, it seems. So here's something I've never been able to do before, which is to have a wireless mic on me. And normally, even if I'm on a lav, I would not be able to be this far away from the camera. And I just wanted to see, what does this sound like? I've set it to 0 dB gain, and I've just got the wireless mic without the wind muff just clipped onto my shirt. So I wouldn't necessarily run it like this in this type of an orientation where it's a little bit obvious, but you can flip it around. So you can flip it around to be like that, where it's not so obvious. Okay, so I am getting a decent audio channel, channel 1 only, for some reason. But I'm going to plug in the lav. And now we're on the lav microphone, where if I was to clip this onto my shirt, and then you run this behind yourself, it's a little bit more covert. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is with the lav mic. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is with the wireless microphone. Pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to being able to do this in the future with other things out in the outside. It's going to open up a lot of things that I can do on this channel that I couldn't do before by having a wireless microphone system, as well as having stereo wireless microphone system. So if I turn this one on, then this one is immediately on B channel. So now I'm getting stereo audio. One of them is going to be hotter than the other because this one's still at a 6 dB gain. Each one has its own dB gain. So for something in the future, like I could put a microphone, a wireless microphone, in an RC car, or in a real car, in an engine bay, and then have one on me, and it should work. Those will be future tests. I just wanted to show you here. This is the unboxing. This is a pretty cool device if you're looking for one that's an alternative to the Rode. This is the Comica BOOMX-D. And now I'm using the onboard stereo microphone that's built into the Sony ZV-1. Which sounds better? I'm in a room right now which is probably pretty echoey. I'm just kind of curious on what does this sound like on the camera microphone. This is also testing quality of the Sony ZV-1 microphone. Alright, this should be a more appropriate audio level. I have had to dial down the internal mic gain in the camera from plus 26 to 1. And then that's allowed me to get it into that plus 12 dB range, which is ideal when I have the microphone right on my chest here. So even tapping it, I can't peak it now. It's probably a little bit too low. Anyway, that'll be just adjustments that you can do on each camera. As long as your camera has adjustable mic gain. If you run into a situation where your camera has no adjustable mic, which it might, then yeah, it's still a possibility that you could have too hot of a mic even with this at 0, but that's just a camera problem, not a microphone problem, because this microphone is actually pretty good at being able to adjust that from 0 to plus 12 dB. And it seems really good for the money. You're getting more equipment. Right on. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new on here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.